There is no end to politics over Ram Lala's consecration ceremony. In the latest, the Congress top brass has decided to skip the Pran Pratishtha event on January 22nd, calling it a BJP RSS politics event. Taking this as another opportunity to corner the grand old party, the BJP has teared into Congress, asking them to stop their appeasement politics. I clearly see this as a political suicide for the Congress party. We will debate this. First, have a look at this report.
With just days to go for the Ram Mandir consecration ceremony, the top brass of the Congress party has turned down the invitation to Lord Ram's Pran Pratishtha ceremony. Senior Congress leaders Sonia, Gandhi, Mallikarjun, Kharge and Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary calling it a BJP RSS event.
What dirty politics they are doing is the same, that issuing invitation to the opposition to put them into embarrassment situation, that if they turn up, it's their win-win situation. If they don't turn up, then they are anti-Hindu.
The left, which is an ally of the Cong in the Indie bloc, echoed Cong's BJP RSS event jibe.
This is being organized as a political event by BJP, RSS combined. That is why the left parties have made it clear. The government, the state in a country like India should remain neutral to all faiths.
The BJP took this opportunity to call out the Indie bloc appeasement politics.
One policy of Congress is now taken an acceleration. See, because all other people are rejecting them like anything. You might have seen recently a Muslim woman. She from Mumbai. She started walking to go to Ayodhya temple.
कांग्रेस ने जो अपना इंडिया अलायंस बनाया है, उसके घटक दलों के चलते, प्रेशर के चलते और तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति के लिए कुछ एक विशेष वर्ग की वोट जो लेते हैं, उसको लेकर उन्होंने ये विरोध जताया.
Not only the BJP, the Congress is also receiving flack from Hindu Mahasabha. As the Congress is finding it difficult to put out an unified stand with its Indie partners, looking from a political prism, Cong skipping the consecration ceremony will have repercussion. Is it also a political suicide? Only time will tell. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And on the burning question, I'm joined by BJP spokesperson Sharat Trivedi. Professor Sangeet Ragi, political analyst, joins us on burning question. Ashutosh Mishra, political analyst, joins us. And also national spokesperson of the RJD, Professor Naval Kishore Yadav. Thank you so much for joining me on the burning question. Let me start with Ashutosh Mishra first. Ashutosh, after mulling over it for over a month, the Congress has finally decided that it will not go for the inauguration ceremony. Brilliant strategy for getting your numbers, I think lowering your numbers from 44 to even further.
I think Sucharit. I think Sucharit.
I can't hear Ashutosh.
Yeah, now I can hear you.
I think it's this.
Now I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead. I think it's a brilliant strategy, Ashutosh. I'm not even contesting it. It's a brilliant strategy for getting the numbers lower down.
I think you have just exposed BJP's plan. They are trying to build it as a narrative for their 2024 campaign, where the Ram Mandir will infuse some pran into their election campaign and save the Pratishtha of Narendra Modi. The Shankaracharya of Puri is also not attending the 22nd January event. He says it's a political event. There is nothing religious about it, and that is exactly the truth. You know, even Advani ji and Murli Manohar Joshi were earlier advised not to come because of their age. He's telling Ram Bhakts not to come on January 22nd because they can always come another day. The point here is the mandir is not complete yet. Why rush into opening a mandir which is not ready? And if it's not a
No,
political event,
Ashutosh,
then
I
why
think you're getting it wrong. Ashutosh, I don't know how many times you've been to Ayodhya. I have been there. And I think when so many people are going to be there for this special day for 22nd January, it is, I think so many people want to go there on 22nd January and they've been waiting. I think a lot of my viewers who are watching this would have wanted to get an invitation. They don't have it. And the ones who are getting it don't want to go for it. And the Congress party, after a month now, decides that they don't want to go for it. What were they waiting for? Why couldn't they just tell the people there and then that they're not going to go for it? Because they've mulled over it and they decided that they're not going to get any political benefit out of it. So everything comes down to a political benefit. But I think it may just turn out to be a political suicide is what I'm saying. If I could go to Sharad Trivedi. Sharad, how do you see this? Congress not going there but taking over a month to decide that they're not there.
I think they took the right decision. They should have taken the decision long time back, because they should not have come to attend the consecration ceremony of a meat-eating god who doesn't exist, of a religion which is leprosy, which need to be eradicated, when they're already facing a political oblivion in the coming elections. So they have to be more bothered about the election rather than the consecration ceremony of Lord Ram. He doesn't exist for them. They've already given an affidavit in the Supreme Court. Ram doesn't exist. How can Ram Mandir have any connotation for the opposition and Congress especially? At least the Communist parties have decided, they were honest enough to have given a thought of what their uncle, German uncle, had said, that religion is the opium of the people. They should not have taken opium, and they decided. But Congress was, till the last minute, they were weighing the consequences, whether they should go and lose the election, or they should not go and lose the election. So they are damned if they come, they damned if they don't. They took the right decision. I think that's perfect as far as the country is concerned, as far as the opposition is concerned.
I think when you spoke of the left parties, Professor Ragi, is the Congress following their left allies in the Indie bloc, where they're only called Sita Ram? They neither follow Sita nor Ram. They're also following their footsteps.
Suchar, I think that the Congress party has reinforced its position against Hindu sentiments. Only for rightly argued by Rahul Gandhi or Indian National Congress pro-Muslim sentiment. It doesn't have any sentiments for the Hindu sentiment at all. This is a move of national pride that, which was discovered 500 years back, is being rejuvenated. The installation of Lord Ram statue is there. The Samaroh. It is a point of pride for all the Hindus, and it is not like other mandir or other temple, but it is a national monument. It is a new pilgrimage for all the nationalists of this country. Ram Mandir movement not only just for constructing a temple at the birthplace of Lord Ram, it was also against the whole structure of Nehruvian paradigm. So the collapse of the Nehruvian paradigm at the same time, and Nehruvian paradigm communist ideology. The Congress party has lost its track, and basically it is working under the influence of the left parties, more importantly under the Islamists. Congress is trying hard to win back the Muslim support in the country in order to, increase its election tally in coming Lok Sabha elections. I think that all opposition parties are fighting for the Muslim vote. I think that the Hindus will teach them coming parliamentary elections. It is not, just to say that.
Professor Ragi, I very clearly believe that. I very clearly believe that if you are a believer, you would not take time in deciding that you would be there for the Pran Pratishtha program. I don't think you would even take a minute to decide. But if you're mulling over the options, when you're thinking that whether it will give you any political benefit, it is not going to give you any benefit whatsoever, then you would rather not go to an
Sharda-
event. Is that what is happening, Professor Naval Kishore? Is that what is happening? It's only a political gain that is being seen, and we don't have it, so we're not going.
So, Charitaji, it is very clear from the way in which it has been organized and conducted that BJP would like to take the political benefit wholeheartedly. And they have been saying so, that it is some kind of political amrit for them. After failing to meet the promises they have made in the past 9.5 years, in the last 6 months, they want to make it an event so that they can really face the people and say that we are Hindu and this and that. So that is one thing. Number two, that we don't need any middleman between us and God. If we want to meet, if we want to pray,
Should I not take pride in the fact that I am a Hindu, Professor Naval Kishore? Is there anything wrong? Is there anything wrong in that? Is there anything wrong in taking pride in your religion? I don't see anything wrong in that. Why should I not feel proud that a grand Ram temple is being built?
Sucharita ji, let the building get completed. Why are you in so hurry to feel over happy, which is not required? It is only because election is going to take place after 2 months. Is that the reason? Let it get completed. Even a Sankracharya.
Professor, I am happy. I am happy, and I'm not apologetic about it, Professor. I am not apologetic about it. I am very happy that a temple is being built in Ayodhya, and that Ram Lala is going to be there in that temple. There will be a ceremony there.
Why do you want to sound like a BJP? I'm not telling you. I am telling that why BJP is so over happy and over enthusiastic to celebrate which is not complete. They can wait for 1 year. Let the Mandir get completed and then go for that. Why in an incomplete Mandir, a temple, which against which there are voices from the Sankracharya that in incomplete Mandir there cannot be Pran Pratishtha. Why are they violating the religious practices if at all that is there? Number that is what I am trying to make a point.
No, is that the
Number
reason
two,
for
that
you not
I
going
told
there?
you.
Is that the reason you are not going there? Your party is not going there. Is that the reason? Because that reason came up only a few days earlier. Is that the reason you're not going there? It's clearly not so, Professor.
Your voice is getting cut. Can you repeat it once?
I'm saying, is that the reason the RJD is not going to the Pran Pratishtha? Or there is a change of heart?
No, RJD, the one thing, there is no middleman between RJD and Ram, number one. We were not also invited as far as I know. I do not know if we have different information, I do not know. But our party has not been invited, number two. Number one, I told you that we don't need, there is no middleman between Ram and RJD. So we don't need to get invitation from these kind of people who are non-believers, to be exact. They only want to take benefit. They started when Mandir was implemented. They came with Ramrath Yatra to mobilize people on the basis of religion. And when caste census has been done in Bihar, they want to divert the issue from the real issue on which they have failed miserably for past 9.5 years. Therefore, they want to polarize people on the basis of religion.
I think the best judge is the Janta. Professor Naval Kishore, I think the best judge is the Janta. When you say that this is a political event and BJP says this is our Astha, this is our faith, I think the best judge is the Janta, and the Janta's judgment is going to be out very soon. 2024 is not far away. But Sharad Trivedi, no, let me just ask Sharad. Sharad, is this a BJP political event? Because the Indie bloc has decided that they are going to be coming together and calling this a BJP event.
This is a world event. It has nothing to do with BJP. It's a world event. Bhagwan Ram, Lord Ram belongs to the whole world. He is not a patent of RSS or BJP. Even we are not even inviting. It is the Ram Janambhoomi Trust which is inviting. If they don't want to come, that's fine. Actually, the problem is not with the Ram Mandir. The problem is with the secular votes. They are fighting for votes between Osama bin Laden ji and Atiq Ahmed ji. One party has to prove that look here, we are more secular because we shot the Karthevaks. The other party has to say that we stopped the Rath Yatra. The third party will say that look here, you vote for us because we fight an affidavit that Ram does not exist. So it is a fight for secular votes. It has nothing to do with Ram Mandir. They had the election not been there, if they not been a political party, they would have come to the consecration ceremony of Ram Mandir. Here, even Iqbal, Iqbal Ansari, who is one of the litigants in the case, he himself said that I'm proud to be invited and I'm going to go to attend it. Thousands of Muslims have given lakhs of rupees for the consecration ceremony and for the temple. The problem is they are not going to fight elections. These secular parties have to go to the people and fight elections. So what are they going to tell the secular people? This is the Congress party of which Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad said that in the first 40 years of the existence, Congress they had three secular people as their president. For last 70 years, they did not have a single secular person as the president. This is just hogwash. They are just playing with the sentiments of people. They are fooling people, and now they are going to be fooled themselves. They are facing political oblivion. Only the epitaph has to be written at the end of the opposition.
Now there are new excuses coming up for not going. So let me ask Ashutosh. Ashutosh, the Congress party is not going because the temple is not complete, or they're not going because they've realized they're not getting any political gain out of it?
Sucharita, I'm not surprised that you are every time bringing up the question
because
of it being a political event. That's what I said. You have exposed BJP by saying it is a political event. So in a political event, you are insulting the Shankaracharya of Puri, who is not going there. If every Hindu was going, then Shankaracharya, who has refused, you are insulting him also. And as the BJP spokesperson says, he is trying to criminalize the event. You constantly use the word secular as if being secular was something wrong and being communal is something good. And that is what exposes BJP's game plan. BJP's game plan is plain and simple to divide and rule. And how do you divide? Because you can't go and every time say Modi ki guarantee, Modi ki guarantee, Modi ki guarantee doesn't work every time. They have lost 2 elections.
So what are you doing to defeat that agenda? What is the Congress party doing to defeat that agenda? You've obviously failed for all these years.
That's what exactly this. And the BJP spokesperson keeps talking about Ram. Does he know that his own party in the Lok Sabha, what did they say about Ram Setu? They said they cannot prove that Ram Setu, this of Ram Setu. And that is the affidavit he keeps talking about. The affidavit was withdrawn by the UPA government, and now the BJP Modi government has said exactly the same thing in Lok Sabha.
Now, what does that mean, withdrawn by the UPA government? Now, what do you mean by saying that it was withdrawn by the UPA government? You very clearly said that there was no existence of Ram. There was no existence of Ram. Professor Ragi, what do they mean by withdrawing? They very clearly said that there is no existence of Ram. It doesn't matter if it was in the Ram Setu case. You are talking about Prabhu Sri Ram and he never existed for you.
For working for BJP and their ideological twin working against the government.
Yes, Professor Ragi. Professor Ragi.
Sucharita, the Congress party actually and in essence is being led by Italian Christian Congress. And doesn't carry any sentiment for Hindu
just
at
against
all.
Muslims, he is now even against Christians. Is that what is happening in Manipur? That's why there is violence in Manipur. Because now not just Muslims, they want to target Christians also.
Sonia Gandhi doesn't stand for the Hindu sentiment
and
in this country.
if he understood a bit of Sanatan Dharma, the Bahu has the religion of her husband.
Middleman. There is a middleman when it comes to Muslim. When it comes to having the Muslim votes, then there is a middleman. But they don't want the Hindus at all. The caste identity is more than the religious identity. The caste identity to them is more than the religious identity. Because That
Ram
is good
Mandir,
for
you are
their
again
electoral
by
strategy.
what he's saying is again
I
exposing
think that
what the opposition has been saying. That
that why
BJP is
the
playing
Congress party
communal
and other
card.
political
Ram
parties,
Mandir on
non-BJP
January
political
22nd
formations
is not
are
being opened
not
because
being
of
I
religious
think it's
beliefs,
very
but
clear.
just to further their
Congress,
communal agenda.
from saying that Prabhu Sri
that the
Ram never
Congress
existed to
party, Gandhi
now
family
not
is
going for the
trying for the
inauguration
last 8
ceremony,
months of
Congress is saying Ram Ram to Ram. And it may just result in the voters saying Ram Ram to Congress. It seems like a political suicide to me because the Congress, and I think the verdict is going to be out very soon because 2024 is near and the people's verdict is the biggest verdict and it's going to be out soon. Thank you so much to all of you for joining us on The Burning Question.